Uno. Hi! We are here to explain how the little brave toaster works.
It's composed of many parts, and we can see right here the transistor,
Resistance,
capacitors,
electromagnets.
and nichrome wire.
How do they work?
Oh, it's really simple. A transistor is the one that it's like the brain of the circuit that says at what time those mechanic part works.
It also has resistors, which are just the resistance. They just resist the voltage and the entire circuit.
Capacitors are the one that measures the voltage in our circuit.
Electromagnets, just magnets that make it work.
And nichrome wire is a cable that receives high temperatures and it reaches really fast those temperatures, like 300 Celsius on 600.
Okay, so now we have to see how it really works, the circuit and the mechanism. First, there's a lever on the toaster that when you pull down, it creates a contact. This lever is held down by a spring. When you pull down, it makes contact, and the current coming from wherever, a power source, goes through the wire, heating up the bread very quickly and very high temperatures, so that the bread inside stays cool, but outside it warms up and toasts. So here you have the nichrome wires, which can reach up to temperatures almost the same as lava, which is a cool fact for you, and it keeps going. The current just goes on until it gets to a resistor, and this resistor slows down the current so to not overheat the whole circuit. Gets to capacitor. A capacitor can count up the voltage of the circuit, and it's pretty much like a meter telling the whole circuit how much it's been doing, which helps a lot the transistor, which is here, which then reads the voltage of the capacitor, and with this voltage it knows when it's time to stop the circuit or to keep going. And it stops the circuit by a magnet. With the whole current, the magnet in this part holds down the lever. So when the circuit turns off, the magnet turns off as well, and the spring pushes up the lever and the toast, and it turns off the nichrome wire. And the transistor can vary in its measurements with a tiny knob, which you turn depending on your preference. If you want black toast, you go all the way up. If you want light brown toast, just go a tiny bit. So here we have the mechanics, and here we have the electronics. And it's pretty much the same thing, only instead of showing it as the springs and everything involved, it only shows the switch, which we now know is operated by the spring, the magnets, and the lever. Here is just a tiny stick. You have the transistor with the collector, which it reads information of the capacitor, the base, which is just an electronic base for not to overheat, and the emitter, which emits the command to the whole circuit. And that's how the brave little toaster works.
So what did you learn today, kids?
Oh, I learned that you should not put your hands inside a toaster.
Very right, Moncho. And I learned that toasters can be very complicated.
I learned how depressing life can be.